Ladies and gentlemen, please find your seats. Our program will begin momentarily. Ladies and gentlemen, please find your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Our program is about to begin. Please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Desi Bernard.
Good evening. Good evening, Friendship. I'm honored to welcome everyone to our first in-person Teacher of the Year celebration since 2019. We're here. What we've been through and what we've overcome is incredible. Even more astonishing is what we've accomplished in the face of so many challenges. Look around you. Take it all in. It's magical. Tonight we celebrate the magic of the invincible, the magic of you, our Friendship teachers, and Friendship family. As chair of this glorious event, I've been observing Friendship for the past 15 years. We've undertaken a critical mission, the next generation's education, and we've done it with unmatched success. In 2007, we had 5 schools. Look at us now. Physical sites, 15 campuses, a robust online program, specialty programs, and clubs. What's at the foundation of Friendship's success is you. I've watched you work evenings, weekends, and to make Friendship a safe and welcoming place for all of our students. I watch you decorate and prepare your classrooms to make everything perfect for our kids. I understand that sometimes after our guys are in there doing their work, you scrape up the floors, we go back in and take care of it, it's all good. But you know, deciding our winner is extremely difficult. It's not an easy thing to do for this award. That's because we have such good teachers in our schools. Every teacher at Friendship is a superstar. Every nominee is a winner. You demonstrate so much commitment, your artists, your educators, your counselors, your movers, and your shakers. But I have to tell you, I want to thank the people who've made this event possible. The generous sponsors listed on the screen, you can see, are vital to the Friendship family. They have supported this event over the years, even during the pandemic, because they genuinely believe in the Friendship mission. We're grateful to each one of them. So please, give them a round of applause. Now, having said that, it is my pleasure to introduce a longtime friend of Friendship Public Charter School. He is a journalist with a clear sense of purpose. He's interviewed multiple US presidents, top athletes, and Hollywood celebrities. He is the host and managing editor of the first daily online show focused on news and political analysis, entertainment, sports, and culture from explicitly African American perspective. He is also the CEO of Black Star Network, a media platform that provides online television and film content which features 5 other news and information shows. He is also the author of 3 books and contributor to many others. Ebony Magazine has named him 4 times as one of the top 150 most influential African Americans in the United States. And he's with us tonight. So please welcome to the stage our MC for the evening, Mr. Roland S. Martin. Was that better this year?
It's all good. So, Friendship, how we doing? Man, if we have a DJ in the back, they'll be playing Back in Stride Again by Frankie Beverly and Mays. Glad to see everyone here. Everyone looks great. When they sent me the invitation, they said, now listen, Roland, it's black tie. So I was sitting there and stop clapping, Donald. Just because you wore a bow tie and a sweater, that don't mean it's fully black tie. So I was trying to decide what I wanted to wear, And I own 8 tuxedos, tails, white jacket, and I said, you know what? I think Donald would greatly appreciate if I wore my black and gold kente outfit that has A5A on it. I knew he would, because, you know, he belongs to that little organization called Kappa Alpha Psi. And they always seat me across from Donald, I said, so he would have to look at this black and gold for the whole night. So, Donald, I wore this for you, Donald. This is for you. This is for you. When I walked in, he almost started cussing. As soon as he saw me, he's like, what do you have on? I said, chill out, Donald. It's African. You cannot talk about something that was made in Ghana, but he's all good. Again, it's good to see everybody here. Glad to be back. Of course, Friendship celebrating 25 years. Give it up. Not only are we in the room, of course, we are streaming this out to, of course, all of Friendship's pages as well, and also to all of my 4 million followers in our Black Star Network. You can do that when you own it. So, yeah, that's the key, own it. That's right, people either deposit checks or they write checks. I prefer the latter. And this might be, the 7th, 8th, or 9th year I've emceed this, and so it's always glad to be back, so I appreciate the invitation, always glad to be here, and of course, longtime supporter of Friendship. When I travel around the country, when I'm talking to people, I don't know why the person who's running the prompter, you know I'm not reading any of that stuff, so you can just go ahead and rest. Matter of fact, we had a meeting, they said, we got a script writer. I was like, baby, you can write whatever you want to write. It's a guide. I won't be reading none of it. But literally, when I travel around the country, and I often am talking to superintendents and the school boards, and I'm talking to state legislators, and a lot of times when they're talking about having the takeover districts, and they're talking about, well, we want to be able to have folks who are operating great charter schools, and they oftentimes want a black-owned charter school network, and I say, well, you should call Pat. And so Donald or Pat will get a phone call from me at any time of the day, depending on what part of the country I'm in. I was like, hey, this state senator is about to give you a call, because I certainly believe in what they do, because at the end of the day, it is about success for our students. And my position has always been the same. There's no form of education I don't support. I'm down with public schools, charter schools, magnet schools, online school, home school, private, I don't care what it is, as long as it works. And that's all that matters. And so, again, you make all of that possible with what you do, the teachers and the administrators and the principals in here as well. But want to let y'all know y'all checks might be docked next, because Donald was hot that we started 20 minutes late. And he was going at 7:34. We were supposed to start at 7:30. So I was like, Donald, rest. He was like, no, we're supposed to start on time. So my check already cleared. Y'all got to worry about y'all check. So that's up to y'all. So speaking of that person, go ahead and put your hands together for the founder, the visionary, and the taskmaster himself, the chairman and the founder of Friendship Public Charter Schools. And he's an OK Kappa man, Donald L. Hintz. I said he gonna dock y'all pay. Y'all might want to stand up. I'm just saying, he can see who's not sitting down or standing up. Go ahead.
I think the time away allowed Roland to become more awful than he usually is when he comes to visit Friendship. I can't even begin to tell you how happy I am to see you. Thank you, Roland. You don't know what it means to see you in person. Believe me, if it's not important for you, it is important for me to see you. I need to see you in your full regalia, dressed to the nines, having a good time, and thinking above all that we appreciate you, that we appreciate your work, that we appreciate the difficult job it is to teach in any school, not a public school, not a private school, not an online school, but any school. It is a very, very difficult job, and we thank you for that. I usually say something about somebody's clothes. And I want you to know that if you have not seen our honoree from Tech Prep, you need to see her, and if you can, take a picture with her, because it's as if she is at the Academy Awards, and Teacher of the Year Award is our Academy Award. So I appreciate the effort that she put into coming looking so glamorous. This year is our 25th year. I've been here since day one. I wrote the proposal that was approved to establish the school. I paid the $10 out of my pocket to get it incorporated. Well, we didn't have any money. It was a wing and a prayer. But who would have thought that 25 years later, we would have had more than 40,000 students come through Friendship. Some stayed with us all the way. Some stayed for a little while, some stayed for a moment. But they chose Friendship. And we are honored that they did. For the past 15 years, we have had this Teacher of the Year Award. I'm really thrilled that we're back home where it started. And the award is named after Ed Walter. Ed, for more than a decade, was the treasurer of Friendship. Hugely important, a huge contributor. If you are at Tech Prep, you'll note that the Smart Lab is named after he and his wife, Carol. But he was a fantastic person who came for a minute and stayed for a really long time. And we're very grateful for him for promoting this and saying we needed to honor our teachers. And I'm pleased with that. It's important for us to take time out to thank you for how important you are. We also have to thank our sponsors who are here tonight, and importantly, to thank our Gala chair, Desi Bernard, Desi Stenoply. Desi is not just the Gala chair or contributor to Friendship. His mother and I worked together Howard University was my first job. And his mother and I worked together at Howard University. So there's a long-standing commitment to the success of friendship that comes from his company. We appreciate that very, very much. We'd like to say that our teachers, our honorees are here. I'm asking that each of you stand at this time. So this is the part I can tell by the enthusiasm that each campus sent us its best. They believe it and I believe it. Every year I mess up and leave somebody out, but this year they wrote it down for me. We start off once again with somebody I've been trying to get rid of for years. From Friendship, Armstrong Joseph Spate. Give me a break. Friendship, Blow Pierce, Gregory Spears. Friendship, Chamberlain, Diamond Harris. Diamond gives us so many looks. From Friendship Collegiate Academy, Dr. Peggy Jones. Friendship Ideal, John Snowdy. Friendship Southeast, Tracy Dowell. Friendship Tech Prep, Kunyi Boo. Friendship Woodridge International, Erica Stevens. Thank you. I am honored to present to you members of the governing body of Friendship, our Board of Trustees. Please stand. Thank you, thank you. Every day, excuse me, all of us can't talk at the same time. We've been away, but it's time to get it back together, okay? Our Chief Executive Officer, Ms. Patricia A. Brantley, please stand. Our Chief Academic Officer, Ms. Bielka Scott Marcus. Our Deputy Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Marion Tork Donna. Our Chief of Schools, James Waller. Our Chief of Finance, Catherine Sanwell. Chief Performance Officer, Zach Morford. Chief of External Affairs, John Glover. Chief Personnel Officer, Dylan Gruber. Our Chief of Staff, Ken Cherry. The Teacher of the Year award is judged by outsiders, not Friendship staff. And I'd like to recognize the judges this year. Dr. Ramona Edelin, Art McKee, and Dr. Charlene Roach Glim. I'd like this time to bring up our Chief Executive Officer, Ms. Patricia Brantley. Pat?
Thank you, Chairman Hentz, and good evening, Friendship family. Now, before the script goes too far, let me just say that Roland was joking when he talked about docking checks, because we don't do that here, sir. I'm just saying. During this award season in America, I am delighted that we can celebrate our 15th annual Teacher of the Year Awards in person with you. As you all know, for 3 years, the option to be together, it wasn't possible. But as we celebrate tonight, the excitement in the room is everywhere, and I know you feel it too. Our annual gala is our opportunity to unite with the people who make friendship, friendship. We celebrate those who are a guiding light for families and students. We celebrate their dedication and love for our scholars. We recognize the stars of friendship, our teachers. It's hard to believe that we have been one friendship for a quarter of a century. 25 years of excellence in teaching, 25 years of building great schools, 25 years of preparing students for college, and so much more. 25 years of having a positive impact on our community. Give yourselves a hand. This is all about you. I've seen you and our scholars demonstrate commitment to one friendship in so many ways. Now, I don't know how many of you attend our games, but if you were at the last Charter Championship game, and of course, all the teams in the Charter Championship game seem to be Friendship. But Friendship Tech Prep and Friendship Collegiate, I know. Tech Prep and Collegiate, they played each other, right? Basketball. And as one team started advancing against the other, I said, oh my goodness, could you give them a break? Well, somebody from one of the teams stood up to yell out, and he didn't call out his team name. Wesley Lawson yelled out, "One Friendship," because that's what we are, one friendship. Even when we compete, we do it in the spirit of collaboration and brotherhood, in the spirit of sisterhood, in the spirit of togetherness, and I thank you. Our unity was never more apparent than during the peak of the pandemic. Now, I'm not going to talk about the pandemic too much tonight. You all experienced it, and you know we are still in the period of recovery. But I'll say a word. Our teachers took their passion and their skill far beyond brick and mortar to reach our students. Our resolve was tested, but we emerged stronger. How do I know? Well, let me tell you. In the school year 21-22, when everyone was finally returning fully back in person, we didn't get a break. The DC Public Charter School Board sent independent reviewers into every classroom in every campus at Friendship to see how we were doing. What did they find? That 91% of our classrooms were deemed proficient and distinguished on their rubric. And you want to know something, Friendship? That's our highest performance to date. Okay? Let's take this moment again and applaud the teachers who made it possible. Thank you. We didn't lose the lessons that we learned from when we went virtual. In fact, we are integrating those lessons by better leveraging technology into our everyday experience. Because of you, students are using artificial intelligence, coding, gaming platforms to engage in virtual STEM lessons. Our classrooms are reaching virtually across the globe to access information, to brainstorm and solve complex problems. And our teachers are leveraging online tools. So we do it well, whether it's in person or online. Do you agree? We've always made a big investment in technology, but our true investment is in people, because technology is nothing without you. So I thank you. I thank you for helping our students to collaborate and take ownership of their learning in new ways. But even as we navigate our new normal, Friendship is a blueprint for teaching and learning at its best. Over the next 25 years of Friendship, my role is to grow. It's to achieve more. And so I want to hear from you about what you continue to be excited about as we reach toward excellence. But I also want to talk about a friendship that is not just the dream of our chairman, Donald L. Hentz. It can be the dream of each of you as well. Many of you know we have a black male teacher program that was started here by Joseph Spate that will grow even further. His dream, our friendship community. That program is thriving. 10 teachers have graduated to date. I think they're in this room. Thank you. 5 are lead at our Friendship campuses, and 5 are resident teachers at Armstrong Academy. All of them are earning their master's degrees at no charge as part of the program. Our Friendship Way program, the idea of Felicia Owo to take what you are doing here and to package it so it can improve schools across this nation. We are introducing our newest teachers and team members to the practices, expectations, and cultural connections that make Friendship one of the nation's best places to work and learn. Many of you know we are building 2 new middle school buildings, launching new indoor and outdoor learning spaces, and turning our community into our classroom. We've expanded online enrollment, hired dozens of new staff, and offered courses to more than 700 students from preschool to high school. The number of families we touch is growing. The vision that Mr. Hens had 25 years ago is flourishing. Now, some of you know that we have a Friendship Education Foundation. It was started here, and we attempted to launch across the country. But the foundation today is now, I don't even know if they have 8, 10, or 12 schools. They grow so quickly. Is it 8? But I want us just to welcome our team from the Friendship Education Foundation, which is now operating 8 schools in Arkansas, schools soon to come in Texas, and potentially right here in Prince George's County, Maryland. So would Joe Harris and the Arkansas team please stand and be recognized? So why am I telling you about Joe Harris and Joseph Spade and Felicia Owo and all these new things? Because friendship is big enough, not just for Donald Hens's dream, it is big enough for yours. And we are a place that are going to invest in you if you have the ideas that can take our kids to where they need to go. And for that, we thank you. But this evening is about phenomenal teachers. So let's get to it. This evening, we are selecting our Teacher of the Year. Our toy nominees and our winners stand for friendship's values, achievements, mission, and dedication to our students. When I think of great teachers throughout history, Nannie Helen Burroughs, Lucy Craft Laney, Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune, Dr. Floretta Dukes McKenzie, and our own Dominique Foster, DC's 2022 Teacher of the Year. From Blow Pierce, I have to add that. There is a rich history of Black women educators who have lifted others to transform the world. And for the first time tonight, there are 8 outstanding Black women in our Teacher of the Year pool. To our men, I know I'll see you next year, but for this year, we celebrate our women. Our 2023 Teacher of the Year finalists do all they can to improve the lives of students. From Friendship Armstrong, Go, Ali, go, Ali, go. Claudia Oliver, you started working at Friendship in January 2020 and proved your mettle adapting to what was needed from teachers during the pandemic, even as you were learning your way as a new Friendship teacher. Every day you model to your students the importance of overcoming barriers and pushing beyond them to achieve success. In her teaching, Ms. Oliver challenges her students to reach high, for stars lie hidden in your soul. Dream deep, for every dream precedes the goal. Thank you, Ms. Oliver. From Friendship Blow Pierce, Shatavia Kelly. Miss Kelly. Ms. Kelly, you reflect the best of what friendship is. You started working with us at our summer camp while still in school, and you just kept coming back. starting as a paraprofessional and then becoming a lead teacher. You grew the same cohort of students from pre-K4 to 3rd grade. All of you who know her saying, if their hearts can conceive it, their minds can achieve it. Your commitment has not gone unnoticed. We are grateful that you have found your home on the sunny side of Ward 7, and we thank you. From Friendship Chamberlain, Danielle Piper. Ms. Piper, you exemplify greatness. You have inspired so many of your students to dance. They are champions at every performance. We are blessed for the many, many years you have dedicated to friendship. As our district lead for health and fitness, as an after-school enrichment coordinator, you ensure that our students receive the best, whether during the school day or after school hours. You understand that every moment with our student matters, and we thank you. From Friendship Collegiate Academy. Camille Darden, born and raised in D.C., you know what it means to help students from the same communities. We are the Knights. You know what it means to show students from your same communities what success looks like. In addition to your classroom instruction, you lead the STEM Academy and help connect students to internships, field trips, and job shadowing opportunities. Even taking our students to the Dominican Republic to show them what the real world looks like in indigenous hospitals. Now that is creating a world-class citizen. We thank you. From Friendship Ideal Campus, Dominique Ziegler. All right, Ms. Ziegler. Now, Ms. Ziegler, I don't mean to make you feel guilty, but when you were on maternity leave, your students missed you a lot, and so did we. And I think you know it now that you're back, because they don't want you to leave your classroom. Your impact shows in your data, with 90% of your students meeting their MAP goals. By taking your students to neighborhood preschools to read to 4-year-olds, you are already showing them what it means to be a good citizen, and you are impacting a new generation of readers. You inspire your students to be the change they want to see in the world. Thank you. From Friendship Southeast Academy, Mashuan Logan. Ms. Logan, we are in awe of your planning, your organization, and just how remarkable you are. You're often on campus putting together lesson materials a week ahead before most of us wake up for the day. For almost 20 years, you have instilled in your middle schoolers a love of reading, critical thinking, and strong writing. Your commitment to mentoring students in the One World program, where students learn to research and write, is awe-inspiring. For helping your students find their voices, we thank you. From Friendship Technology Preparatory Academy. Miss Brittany Lynch. Or should I say the rapping math teacher? You prove every day that math is fun. The songs you create for your scholars helped them to understand geometry. We see all of your contributions as a coach of the Bluebell cheerleading team and as a mentor in the classroom, for providing so much sparkle in beautiful downtown Southeast. Thank you. And finally, from Friendship Woodridge International, Tiara Mintz. Ms. Mintz, you were born into teaching following the footsteps of your mother and grandmother. Your students have a fantastic role model. Is that something? My dear Ms. Mintz, I'm going to speak directly to you. Your students have a fantastic role model in you. As a coach of the Friendship News Network, as a band dance team sponsor, as a Quiz Bowl team leader. Is there a job that you don't do? You are mom to a Woodridge Eagle, and we are going to make it 4 generations of teachers in higher London right now. You model social justice and give your students the tools, skills, and confidence to make good trouble. We can't wait to see what you do next. We thank you. Let's give all of our honorees a round of applause. All right. Which one is that? Can you feel the excitement in this room? Are we grateful for these nominees? Are they the teachers we all wish we had when we were young? I can't say thank you enough, but we've got a moment. You will get to the honoree and the winner as soon as I finish these remarks. So here we go, friends. I also want to thank everyone who makes this gala happen. The commitment of the people behind the scenes is remarkable. This would not be possible without the generosity of our sponsors, led by Desi Bernard, and you have our eternal thanks, and the devotion of our faithful staff members. Thank you, Desi, for forming partnerships and friendships with people who believe in Friendship's mission. I love you. Selecting the Teacher of the Year is complex, so I will say thank you again to our judges, just as Donald did. We greatly appreciate your time and your dedication. Thank you, Dr. Ramona Edelin. Thank you, Dr. Charlene Glimp. And thank you, Arthur McKee. Greatly appreciate all of your work for our community. As I wrap up my remarks, I simply want to say, there is no better time than to celebrate our teachers than this moment and every moment going forward. To our teachers, thank you for all that you have done and all that you will do. I can't wait to come back to the stage and greet all of you here and announce our Teacher of the Year winner. Thank you.
All right, then. One of the reasons I'm always glad to be here, because y'all know if your students acted a fool like the way y'all act, it would be some folk in trouble. I think y'all save up for this. This the one, like once a year, we get to just show out all dressed up. But it is good to be here. I attend lots of events all across the country, NAACP Image Awards, all sort of different events. And it is great because this is actually rare. You do not see a lot of places around this country that literally celebrates their teachers the way Friendship does. And so you should really appreciate this event because it does not happen a lot. So it's always great to see it, always great to see the energy, and great to see folk dress up who normally don't wear the clothes they're wearing right here. So don't get too crazy because some of y'all gonna take them back on Monday, I know that. All right, y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know I ain't lying. Some of y'all hide the tags right now. Stop fronting. All right. Let's introduce our first finalist video. Please welcome to the stage the head of School of Friendship, Armstrong Campus, Joseph Spite. Joseph, where you at? Oh, look at you. Got the green going over there. So, Tim, come on here. Get a shot of the shoes. Get a shot of the shoes. Because he can't bring those back. Got to get a shot of the shoes. All right, go on ahead with the green and gold suede. Go ahead.
Good evening. The Friendship Armstrong Teacher of the Year, Claudia Oliver. Go, Ali, go, Ali, go. Claudia Oliver has a passion for teaching and a love for her scholars that is second to none. She quite simply motivates and impacts everyone she encounters with her authenticity and excitement. As soon as you enter the door of her classroom, you see that learning is taking place. You feel a sense of joy and hear scholars affirming themselves and each other. On any given day and time, you will hear Ms. Oliver call and scholars respond, "What if it gets too hard? What if it gets too tough? What if I'm not good enough? Because I believe in you." That's what she does. Ms. Oliver inspires all of us at Friendship Armstrong to give our very best to every scholar, to wear a smile, to have faith, and to push through. That is why we celebrate Claudia Oliver as the Friendship Armstrong Teacher of the Year. Let's watch.
My biggest dream for my students is to be whoever they have in their hearts to be and to really express themselves and be passionate about what they want.
She brings a level of joy and a level of motivation that inspires others.
Miss Oliver is a great teacher because she helps us out and she is so nice to us. She's my favorite teacher.
They make me so proud of them. I try to gear towards every modality of learning.
Remember that injustice means not fair.
I love to incorporate sign language and movement and dance and singing and everything.
Jordan is a fantastic talker. Ms. Oliver helped him get better with his vocabulary and the words that he was using. So that's always great when you know that someone has a big heart for your kid.
She always tells us to never give up, always work hard, and you can always accomplish things.
She introduced the students to affirmations. And affirmations they're huge. And Jordan used those affirmations at home. If he got frustrated or if he got stuck with a task, he used them to recenter himself.
And that daily affirmation just encourages them and reminds them that they are smart, they are beautiful, they can do things, and that they can do hard things.
Teach.
Have you been in her classroom? Have you been in her space? She's amazing. She has everything that we look for. She has everything that is embodied in a great teacher.
She says, never give up on what you want to do.
I love to impact my students. I know that I'm making a difference in their lives.
All right, there we go. There we go. Y'all shout one more time. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go get a taser. All right, introduce our next finalist video. Please welcome to the stage the principal of Friendship Blow Pierce Campus, Gregory Flashy Bowtie Spears. Come on.
Good evening, and allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Gregory Spears, and Blow Pierce family, let's let them hear how we celebrate teachers on the sunny side of Ward 7. Go Kelly, go Kelly, go! All right. Shatavia Kelly is an example of a forever teacher, a teacher that will always mentor and care for her students throughout their lives. Her classroom is always buzzing, whether she's engaging students in talks about their data and the goals or are talking about simple math computations, there's always something happening in her room. At Blow Pierce, we're grateful for her answering an extra special call by staying with one cohort of students from pre-K to third grade. Let me say that again. One cohort of students from pre-K to third grade. By looping or moving up with them, she ensured that this particular class thrived during the challenging years of the pandemic. She also dedicates time to the families of her students, encouraging parents and siblings to be lifelong learners themselves, and is always on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And she has proven results. Time and time again, she shows that she is able to take students and help them grow and achieve and outpace their peers from across the network and the city. Most importantly, she has a quiet confidence that takes root in her students, fostering them to use their voice to talk about and seek out the things that they want to see in their school and their community. She has made an impact in our building and in our community, and for that, we are grateful for Shatavia Kelly. The Sunnyside's Teacher of the Year, who always makes it a little brighter. Take a look.
Okay. All right. Ready? Begin.
I was introduced to friendship, and I worked at summer camp and just fell in love with teaching. Watching them smile, watching them work through tough problems, just seeing how they can take these skills that we're teaching them and apply them to the real world, I think that's the joy for me.
We are a family. I can call or text Miss Kelly at any time, and she's going to reply. And if she can't help me or she don't have the answer, I bet my last dollar she's going to find that answer and she's going to get that information to me. My son has a dream of going to college to get a PhD, all because of Miss Kelly.
She say this little thing that Muhammad Ali say, if my mind can conceive it and my heart can believe it, then I can achieve it.
It makes me be a better person because it's saying that she wants the best for me. She wants me to do great things when I grow up.
She just does her best. She cares about a lot of people. She just loves everyone.
Miss Kelly's room is one of my happy places. You know, when you have one of those days where you just need to take a second and take a breath and be rejuvenated, you know, I stop in Miss Kelly's class for 5-10 minutes, and the energy and the spirit that she brings to that space helps lift you back up.
We come here every day, we give our all.
Her class is always fun. She finds a way to make it fun, and she just wants everybody to get better at what they're doing, and she wants everybody to be great.
I want to make sure that, you know, as they grow, that their voices are heard, that they're able to do whatever it is that they want to do. And guess what? I'm also going to be in your corner along the way.
All right. Folks, don't forget if you're posting photos and videos, use the hashtag WeLoveToy, T-O-Y, or use FPCSTOY 2023, so please do so. And to all the other principals, don't be acting like Gregory coming up here and start no chance, all right? I'm just saying, Gregory almost got cut. Please welcome to the stage the principal of Friendship Chamberlain Campus, Diamond Harris.
All right, good evening, Friendship family. I won't start with a chant, but I will say this. Piper, you know your champion family loves you, girl. This your night. And with that, not all learning can be categorized by data. Instead, it can be judged by joyful noise, leaps of faith, smiles as large as the stage, and performances that showcase the best of our scholars at Friendship Chamberlain. Danielle Piper has the unique position of being a teacher to all the students in our building. She has been a performing arts and physical fitness educator for over 20 years, and gives her all still to each and every scholar, each and every day, to her colleagues and her parents. And some of those same parents were actually her students back at Collegiate, and purposefully chose to have their children to come back to be her students too. And because we are one friendship, we are okay with sharing with Ms. Piper with everyone at Friendship. As District Lead for Health and Physical Education, After School Enrichment Coordinator, and Summer Enrichment Coordinator, she shares her talents to ensure that across Friendship, the arts, physical education, clubs, and electives are providing diverse opportunities to our students. Her dance ensembles have performed across the DMV and won multiple awards, and her productions are simply, might I say, breathtaking. But tonight, Chamberlain is proud to shine the spotlight on our Teacher of the Year, Danielle Piper. Let's watch the video.
Being the best student that they can be in my class is all that I ask. Trying something new and pushing themselves past their limits.
Her students love her, they adore her. If you go into her classroom, the joy factor is popping. Kids may try to miss other classes for other reasons, but they are never missing Miss Piper's dance class.
My daughter started with her in 2nd grade dancing. Ever since then, she saw potential in her. And of course, she pushes her, making sure she keeps her grades up as well, since she is a straight A student.
Over the years, I've really evolved and developed a lot as a dancer and as a person due to Miss Piper.
There's no one-size-fits-all for all students. You have students that come in who have dance experience. You have students that have minimal dance experience, and those students who have none at all.
Ms. Piper creates a safe space for them where they know, yes, I can be vulnerable in this moment, and I may not even succeed the first time, but as long as I persevere, I have the opportunity to achieve.
It excites me when they're excited about the tap shoes and they're stepping at my door and they're tapping their feet.
Ms. Piper challenges us to be our best. She pushes us to make sure we are attempting our best and putting our best foot forward. And she gives really good advice.
I think that's her greatest achievement in her life, is just being a parent for every child out here.
Everyone that teaches dance, music, world language, theater, art, we all matter because we integrate everything that they do in a classroom. It just looks different. People know what you do as an elective teacher. We inspire kids when people cannot do it in a regular setting.
All right. Our last introduction before it's time to eat. Please welcome to the stage the principal of Friendship Collegiate Academy Campus and Collegiate Online, Dr. Peggy Jones.
Good evening. I can't do my chant. Collegiate. Go Carmel. Go Carmel. Okay, so Carmel Darden, our Teacher of the Year at the Friendship Collegiate Academy campus, is passionate about creating change in our community and preparing our young people at Friendship Collegiate Academy to be the next generation of innovators and leaders in the STEM fields. She constantly asks, what can I do to help young people truly prepare for college, make good decisions about what they want to pursue, and to give them the real-world experience while they're with us in high school. And she answers by being the lead instructor in the STEM Academy and the career and technical education coordinator for the entire campus. Her leadership is the foundation for all of our STEM courses that we offer: health science, engineering, computer science. She has also helped to create our urban gardening program, which now is in its second year. And it provides opportunities for our scholars to learn how to protect our world and how to increase options for food in lower economic communities. As Friendship Collegiate Academy Teacher of the Year, Carmel Darden reflects the best of what it means to be a collegiate knight. She is intentional, caring, loving, a true role model of our core values for Friendship Public Charter School, and she is what we want every teacher to be. Please watch her video.
I want students to know that I am a safe place. They can be comfortable with me because I'm going to help bring out the best in them and to make sure that they are successful.
She's just an amazing, amazing instructional leader who prepares our young people to enter the world of college in the field of health science.
That she is able to influence all of her students as soon as they step foot in her door to the point they step out. I'm taking a lot of medical classes at Trinity Washington University because of Ms. Darden.
She motivates us to strive for our best, and she helps us get prepared for college by letting us know about internship opportunities.
I connect with many businesses and outside entities to make sure that the students have opportunities to experience those different career paths.
Ms. Darden is so important to me and my family. Amaya said that she brought out like a lot of her leadership abilities, and those skills have transitioned to college.
I love Ms. Darden's approach to teaching. It is absolutely preparing our young people for the world of work.
I allow them to wear scrubs in class once a week because that helps them to see themselves as those doctors or nurses or that person in a healthcare profession. And I truly believe that if they can see it or think it in their minds, then they can absolutely achieve it.
No teacher I've met has made this big of an impact on me. Noticed it in some of my peers too. When we get to Ms. Darden class, we're excited to work.
She wants everybody to succeed, and she wants everybody to have the opportunities that they deserve.
All right. All right, so we're going to do the other finalists after we eat. Before we do so, come here. Come here. You, come here. Now look, I'm up here working, trying to introduce people. Now, I'm from Houston. I was raised a little bit different. Where you, come here, come here, come here. Where you from? Where you from? You from New York? All right, let me help you out. What's your name?
Mr. Cameron.
Mr. Campbell?
Cameron.
Mr. Cameron.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Cameron.
Yes.
I'm from Houston. When you sit that close to the stage,
Yeah, it was a late reaction.
and women are walking off, I need you to get the hell up, walk on over here and help them down. You sitting over there in the cute little shoes you got on. And if I gotta give you a side eye one more time, I'm gonna put you on all my social media platforms. Okay?
That's good.
All right, so when I'm over here and women walk off, I need you to be standing right there, help.
I'm about to put my chair right here.
Put your chair right there. After dinner, put your chair by the stage.
I got you.
Okay, now ain't nobody helping you down.
Okay.
But you, now going back to your table. All right. If I got to do that one more time, all right, I'm messing with it. All right, y'all, it's time to eat, so, but listen up. The folks who are serving, they got to get your food to you. If you're blocking the aisles, they can't do it. And so if you're taking selfies, do me a favor, come to this space or this space. But again, they got to make sure they're getting their food to you so we can get done. Because see, Donald got a bedtime. He ain't trying to be here all night. He already mad. We started 20 minutes late. He like, we supposed to be done by 9:30 because he is not trying to pay overtime to the hotel. I'll see y'all in a bit. It's time to eat. All right, folks, if you could take your seats, please. We're going to get the program started back again. Hope you got your selfies all out of the way, your videos as well. Don't forget to use FPCS TOY 2023 as well as We Love TOY hashtag if you're posting your photos as well. So if we could take our seats, please. We're going to get the program started and bringing back our principals to introduce our finalists as well. So let's do that. Cameron, you ready? You ready? All right, just checking. Just checking. All right, it's a male principal, so you can finish your meals. All right. They're bringing desserts out right now. I thought last time I was here, Donald, I told them we need to have peach cobbler pound cake. I don't know what happened. I'm like, y'all to get the instructions. We're supposed to have peach cobbler pound cake for the dessert. Come on, man. Come on. I thought we covered this, Donald. Man, I'm going to have an alpha next time get it done. All right. Here to introduce our next finalist video, please welcome to the stage the principal of Friendship Ideal Campus, John Snowdy.
Okay. I don't know how this worked for you, Spears, but I can't see it. Oh, I gotta duck down a little bit. Okay, there we go. For the past 3 years, Dominique Ziegler has shown that she is an exemplary as a teacher. This is evident in her student academic growth, achievement, and her extraordinary influence in our school. Her classroom is warm, welcoming, and most of all, it's fun. It's a joy to walk into her room and witness the students radiating their love for reading and learning. She supports her peers across all of Friendship as a professional development facilitator, mentor, teacher, and the expert of the various educational tools used in the classroom. One of the strongest indicators of a good school is when teachers and staff enroll their own children in that school. Mrs. Ziegler is a parent of not one but two ideal warriors. One but two ideal warriors. They are twins, so it's the two for the price of one. But for us to know that she entrusts our school with her most precious and her most precious asset is phenomenal. And what we want her to know is that Friendship Ideal Academy's Teacher of the Year, she is our most precious asset. Please watch her on the screen. Thank you.
I'm just inspired by the students that they trust me, they love me so much. Instill in them that they are more than a number, more than a test score.
Ms. Ziegler, in my opinion, is the best. One of my favorite parts every single morning is when I see Ms. Ziegler walking her two sons across the street from her classroom, bringing them in and drop them off, and then she runs across the street to get back to her own class.
Ms. Ziegler is my favorite teacher. She helps us learn and helps us be a better reader.
It's really impressive that they're able to be critical thinkers, to problem solve. They're able to lead the discussion with their classmates.
My son grew his confidence in Ms. Ziegler's class. Even though we didn't have her in person because we were doing the pandemic, she made it look like a walk in the park.
It's important for parents to be involved in the learning of their students so that they can be successful. It's like we're in a partnership together.
She's taught me how to be a little bit more patient as a parent because I'm like, if she can have 3 young children and 20 students and can keep it going and never miss a beat, she inspires me and encourages me to just keep on going.
It's important to have teachers like Ms. Ziegler. She is nice, kind, lovable, and huggable, and she's very nice and smart.
She wants them not only just to be good people, good readers, good citizens.
My biggest hope that they will become the change that America needs to see. Even though you're 8 years old, you have the power with your words in this classroom now to change the world.
All right. Next up, the principal of Friendship Southeast Campus. Put your hands together for Tracy Dow.
Good evening and hello, Southeast Academy. My Shawan Logan truly makes a lasting impact on the lives of her scholars. She approaches teaching in her classroom with a motto she learned from her undergraduate days at Winston-Salem State University. Enter to learn, depart to lead. Enter to learn and depart to lead. And lead is what Mrs. Logan consistently does. And so does her scholars. This is evident in the way they take risks when asking questions and speak with confidence from the most extroverted to the most introverted of her scholars. And the data backs up that said leadership. Last year, Mrs. Logan was among the overall top 5 of the highest PARCC scores in Friendship Public Charter School. She was also number 2 in ELA PARCC scores in the entire network. Mrs. Logan loves English language arts. She lives and breathes it. She brings so much excitement to her classroom and lessons. From the moment you step foot in her classroom, you see her commitment to ensuring all of her scholars become the architects of their futures. There's never a moment that she's not working to make sure that her scholars are doing the right thing and getting all that they can from her. She literally teaches from bell to bell. Her scholars are keenly aware that there is no downtime when they are in her room. We are all in awe of her intentionality and her preparedness when planning lessons. One morning, I arrived to campus and she was photocopying materials. Not for that day, not for that week, but for the following week. Her foresight and organization is truly second to none. I am honored to congratulate and introduce Southeast Campus Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Shawan Logan.
My deepest desire for students is that they are able to articulate what's going on and have an opinion about what's happening in the world and do something about the issues that they see in the world.
We develop good writing skills and we find the theme of passages that we read and what it's about and find the deeper meaning.
She always knows how to explain the text.
She celebrates scholars. If you go and look in her room, on the bulletin boards, anywhere, she has their work all over the place, especially their writing. And she makes scholars know you're worth it.
She inspired me as a parent to just make sure I'm on task with my daughter, because she's a quiet little person, and Ms. Logan brings out the work in her. They're telling her, you can do it, I need to hear your voice.
I love middle school students because they challenge me the most. They don't know whether they want to be adults or children. I try to love on them and help to push them into young adulthood.
The kids feel her energy and passion, and they want to reciprocate that.
Miss Logan motivates me because of her attitude. Like she's always in a good mood. Like it's never a bad day with Miss Logan. She always tells us that like if anything happens, she'll always be there to protect us.
We talk about failing forward all the time. And we talk about those mistakes are the things that help you to grow. And so I want students to know that they are safe in giving a wrong answer. They're safe in asking questions. They're safe in my space. And I have to know that they all know that that's why I'm here, to make sure that they know that they're safe and that they can learn and grow freely.
All right. Next up. Now, did we cover that earlier? Calm down. All right. Here to introduce our next finalist video. Please welcome to the stage. And they done told me her name 5 times. They were like, get the name right. I'm like, calm down. The principal of Friendship Technology Preparatory Campus, Kunay Booth. Is that it? Is that it? All right. They should have the phonetic spelling of your name in the script. Now come on up here in your blue dress.
Good evening, everyone. Tech, tech, tech. Tech, tech, tech. At Friendship Technology Preparatory Academy, we are very humble souls and don't like to brag about the hard work we do in beautiful downtown Southeast. No, wait, we do like to brag. And this year, we are thrilled to brag about Miss Brittany Lynch. She has made a profound impact on scholars, parents, and teachers of our Titan community. She teaches pre-AP geometry and serves as an extraordinary math lead for the 10th grade team, where she collaborates with her colleagues to create engaging lessons. She is also an impressive head coach of our Bluebells cheerleading team. She is known to use culturally relevant pedagogy to connect her scholars through various learning modalities. 7 years ago, Miss Lynch literally answered the call, and she moved from North Carolina to Washington, D.C. to join the big tech family in beautiful downtown Southeast. Since then, every day, Brittany Lynch strives to help her students achieve their best as math scholars and as valuable citizens. And for that, she is Tech Prep's Teacher of the Year. You'll see why in this video.
From 3rd grade, I knew I wanted to be a teacher, and I love math, and I knew that I can make other people love math as well.
She's just the best, always putting her students first. Her main job first is to make sure that you know to believe in yourself and that you also have someone in the building that believes in you too.
She never wanted me to settle, so she'll always tell me what's next. Great, you did this. All right, achieve higher. You made honor roll. Let's get all A's now. She just wanted the best out of me.
She makes everything in her classroom relatable and relevant to them, where they just actually love math by the time they leave her class.
So I created math songs that's related to the content that I teach.
Very good, geometry. Yeah, I go by trade.
So whatever I'm teaching, Whatever they're learning, they're gonna have a song.
She's like a second mom to my daughter. Oh, she pushed Victoria to want to do better.
Every year, it's just so amazing seeing the growth. I know that I'm changing somebody's life.
And she always reminds you that you're better than what you're applying yourself to be. She told me that to try to push yourself to be an A/B student. And that's what I did this year, and I've had honor roll for 2 quarters already.
I feel like she has a big heart. Once you care for her, she'll care for you 10 times more.
Once I see something in a student, I'm not going to let you fail. I cannot let you fail. And if you want to get somewhere, I'm going to make sure that you get to where you need to be.
In geometry, don't expect nothing less.
Yeah.
And with big tech,
Yeah.
for inspiration, we look like grits. Innovation.
All right, folks. Last but certainly not least, put your hands together for the principal of Friendship Woodridge International Campus, Erica Stevens.
Good evening, everyone. Shout out to the Eagles in the back, all the way back there. Woodridge, Eagles, IB, you know. It brings me great honor and joy to celebrate our toy today. Everyone knows the power of our scholars have to change the world. And at Friendship Woodridge International Baccalaureate, we see that happening right in front of us every day, thanks to the work of teachers like Tiara Mintz. In her social studies classes, she guarantees her 7th and 8th graders know they have the power to be change makers. And she gives them the skills, confidence, and strength to shape social justice in our communities. She intentionally collaborates with our ELA team so scholars learn how to analyze and critique text and to be able to voice their thoughts. By giving her class empathy and love, students who struggle with finding their way in middle school blossom into confident, self-sufficient individuals ready to take on any obstacle placed before them. A true activist, Ms. Mintz uses her platform as an educator to tear down the barriers of social injustice. Her instructional contribution to national initiatives like the 1619 Project and Black Lives Matter reflect Friendship's priority in creating world-class citizens. She is an advocate for the students, often petitioning to administration. This is what the students want, so this is what the students will get. They know that Ms. Mintz will ride for them no matter what. As Woodridge's Teacher of the Year, Tiara Mintz soars above the rest. Please watch. Thank you.
I love to see my students challenging themselves. I love to see the confidence, the laughs, and the smiles when they're learning new things that they thought was really hard.
My favorite part of her class is when we're doing like group activities, and we also get to like express ourselves in different ways.
I love that history is an open conversation. There's not necessarily a this is right or this is wrong, but you're able to apply, analyze, look at different events, and apply it.
The way she teaches is a mix of like hands-on learning and also her letting us take the lead. Helped me find a love of learning about our history.
She uses her time in her class to promote social justice, and she teaches students how to access difficult texts for primary sources. And she teaches them how to form their own thoughts and opinions about the past so that they can act in the present. They see a parent in her because she is a parent of a student here, and they know that what she does for her own child, she does for the children in her classroom as well.
She's constantly challenging my son. Okay, what else can you do? And even now, he compares his educators to Ms. Mintz. He says, there's no one like Mama Mintz.
No pressure, no diamonds. You would think that pressure is something that's hard and intense. and that it's a rough and uncomfortable experience. But Miss Mintz, she is hard and she is intense, but it is hard love. It is intense love, and it is what creates a diamond, because students come out of that fully confident that they can do and accomplish anything that this world has to throw at them.
All right. All right, folks. We are almost at that point where we're going to name the Teacher of the Year. Now, joining me on the stage for the presentation of our finalists, welcome back, Donald Hintz, Pat Brantley, Mr. Bernard. As each finalist comes to the stage, we're going to present them with their check, photograph the presentation, and they will take their place to await the announcement of the recipient of Friendship's 2023 W. Edward Walter Excellence in Teaching Award. Let's get it on.
Hi. We're calling each of our finalists to the stage. From Friendship Armstrong, Ms. Claudia Oliver. Friendship Blow Pierce, Ms. Shatavia Kelly. Friendship Chamberlain, Ms. Danielle Piper. Friendship Collegiate Academy, Ms. Camille Darden. Friendship Ideal, Dominique Siegler. Friendship Southeast, Ms. Schwan Logan. Friendship Tech Prep, Ms. Brittany Lynch. Friendship Woodridge International, Tiara Mintz.
It took me a minute because I had to make sure that each of our finalists received not only our thanks, but a monetary appreciation. So thank you to each of you. I now have the honor to announce the 2023 W. Edward Walter Excellence in Teaching Award. You all want to know who the winner is? Before I do that, let me say, to each of these honorees up here, you are all winners. The judging was incredibly hard. When I tell you that every campus presented the best, believe me, they presented the best. And our judges had a really hard time with getting done who should actually win the award for 2023. That said, it is my pleasure to announce the 2023 Friendship Teacher of the Year is none other than Camille Darden. Okay, my friends, we are so proud of this Friendship Collegiate Night. Miss Darden. We are proud of every person who graced the stage today. They are all winners. But in this moment, you will have a chance to hear from our very own 2023 Teacher of the Year, Camille Darden.
Collegiate! Oh my goodness. Thank you, God, for your favor. I would like to recognize all the beautiful ladies that shared this stage with me in honor of Women's History Month. We all did an awesome job and we represent friendship to the fullest. I want to say thank you to Mr. Donald Hintz, our founder. Thank you for your vision and thank you for your actions. Because of you, we have an opportunity to change the lives of thousands of students in Washington, D.C. and other states. So faith without works is dead. So thank you for your works, Donald Hintz. You are appreciated. Thank you so much to Ms. Patricia Brantley, who is our leader and our CEO, who shows us how to be a woman of color in power and leadership, and she models that on a daily basis. Thank you so much to Ms. Scott Marcus, who leads with love, and I thank her and appreciate her for making sure that we make sure that our scholars are challenged academically every single day. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to my family who has allowed me to be able to, who has shared me with so many other students for the last 2.5 decades. So I am so thankful and honored that I get to serve the students of Washington, D.C. I thank you so much to my principal, who has challenged me to step outside of my box and become the leader that I am today. I am grateful. I thank you for all of the people who played a role in me being here today. Miss Annette Ocean, my little big sister, who has helped me and challenged me in CTE. Also, last but not least, Miss Sue White as well, who has helped me and been my listening ear. I got one more, my sister, my friend, my family, Miss Shakira Hemphill, who has always supported me, loved me, and cared for me, and prayed for me daily. Thank you all so much. I am honored to represent Friendship Public Charter Schools.
Ms. Darden, I know that you did not do this for the award, that you do your work for your love of our children, our community, but you're walking away without our award. And so, as our Teacher of the Year, Ms. Darden receives $15,000 tax-free from Friendship. It is but a small token of all that you do every day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Donald does.
He can run. He's running. He's running. He's absolutely running.
We're wrapping it up.
Got it. All right, folks, put your hands together again for the 2023 Friendship Public Charter School Teacher of the Year. All right, we about to take us home. Final words from Pat, Donald?
Well, congratulations to our Teacher of the Year. I'd like to say thank you to all of you, but I want to say something to you. Convocation is coming. I want you to know that 200 staff members from Arkansas will be in attendance. And we plan on taking the Spirit Stick back to Arkansas with us. You understand? Get ready.
You didn't know that our chairman was a comedian, because that Spirit Stick is staying right here in Washington, D.C. And let me just tell you something. Why? We are one friendship, better together. Good night.
All right, folks, that's it. We appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Again, of course, we got the afterglow, so we got the champagne toast, afterglow reception in the foyer of the ballroom. Thanks a bunch, y'all. Take care, and see you in 2024.